top 5 greatest battles in history. Let's be real, history isn't just kings, treaties and dusty scrolls. It's also blood, sweat, mud, and a whole lot of, oh no, we are definitely outnumbered. So today, we're diving into the top 5 greatest battles in history. The ones that literally shaped civilizations, decided the fate of empires, and left us with some jaw-dropping stories. 5. Thermopylae, 480 BCE. Imagine this, a narrow mountain pass, 10,000 Persians marching forward like a tidal wave. And standing in their way? Just 300 Spartans, a few thousand Greek allies, and one very angry King Leonidas. The Persian king, Xerxes, thought it was going to be an easy stroll into Greece. Instead, he got a week-long nightmare of bronze shields, spears, and warriors who basically said, "Come and take them." Sure, the Greeks lost in the end, but their stand became the ultimate story of courage against impossible odds. Without Thermopylae, the Greek spirit might have been crushed, and let's be honest, Western civilization might have turned out very differently. 4. Hastings, 1066 CE. Next stop, England. It's October 14th, 1066. King Harold II has just fought off a Viking invasion in the north. He's exhausted, his army's exhausted. And then, surprise, here comes William the Duke of Normandy, marching in with cavalry, archers, and a dream of a crown. The two armies clash. Harold sets up on a hill, his men forming a shield wall. William's knights charge again and again. No luck. But then comes the trick. The Normans pretend to retreat, the English break formation, and suddenly, chaos. Harold takes an arrow to the eye, well, according to legend, and William becomes William the Conqueror. One battle, one crown. And the English language, culture, and monarchy are changed forever. 3. Agincourt, 1415. CE. Mud. So much mud. Welcome to northern France, October 25th, 1415. King Henry V of England is outnumbered, big time. He's got around 6,000 tired, hungry men. The French? Nearly 20,000 knights and soldiers ready to stomp him flat. But here's the catch. Henry's secret weapon, the English longbow. While the French heavy knights sink into the mud like armored refrigerators, the English archers rain down arrows by the thousands. By the end, the French nobility has been cut down in staggering numbers. Henry's gamble works, and England wins one of its most legendary victories. Shakespeare loved this battle so much, he turned it into a play. And honestly, it's still one of the best underdog wins in history. 2. Waterloo, 1815 CE. If history had a final boss, his name was Napoleon Bonaparte. For nearly 20 years, the guy ran around Europe like it was his personal chessboard. But in June 1815, at a little Belgian town called Waterloo, Napoleon's luck finally ran out. Facing him, the Duke of Wellington and Prussian field, Marshal Blucher. Napoleon's army fought hard, cavalry charges, cannons blasting. But Wellington held the line, famously saying, "It was the nearest run thing you ever saw in your life." Then the Prussians arrived, Napoleon's army broke, and just like that, the emperor who once shook Europe was defeated for good. No more comebacks, just exile and a lot of history books. 1. Stalingrad, 1942 to 1943. And finally, the mother of all battles. Stalingrad, World War II, the Eastern Front. Hitler wanted the city because it bore Stalin's name. Stalin wanted to defend it because, well, it bore his name. What followed was 6 months of absolute hell. house-to-house fighting, snipers in every corner, soldiers battling not just enemies, but starvation and the brutal Russian winter. The Soviets clung to the city by their fingernails until their massive counter-offensive encircled the German Sixth Army. By February 1943, the once unstoppable Wehrmacht surrendered. Over 300,000 German troops lost. It wasn't just a battle, it was the turning point of the entire war. After Stalingrad, Nazi Germany was never the same again. So there you have it. Thermopylae, Hastings, Agincourt, Waterloo, Stalingrad. 5 battles where strategy, courage, and sometimes sheer dumb luck changed the course of history. And the lesson? History isn't just about who had the biggest army. It's about who had the will to fight, the brains to outthink the other guy, and the timing to make it count.